Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for some more high-tier Japanese tank gameplay. In a battle from the 11th of February 2018, I was still working on grinding with my STB-1 and my Ho reproduction as my primary means of getting research done for the Type 74, and also I've got a talisman on both of those, which is why they are. So, talisman in my STB-1, as you can see, I still only have the basic 8 PDS rounds here. I have since spaded the STB-1 out, which I'm very happy to say. I did so during a stream over on Twitch. You can see my Twitch shortcut and link in the description below. But back on the 11th of February, I still had it in a relatively unfinished state as far as the ammo goes. Now, primarily with the STB-1, I will fire Heat FS rounds. I basically use the smoke shells. I keep 2 of those in the first slot for when I start a battle, so that as I drive up to a capture point, I can fire them off and cause a little smoke towards where the enemy approach is going to be. And then I've got my Heat FS rounds in the number 2 slot, so if I'm able to fire off both smoke rounds, it automatically switches over to my most probable use ammo, which is the Heat FS. I trust the damage the most with the Heat FS right now, even though Heat FS doesn't do exactly what it used to. It's pretty reliable, for me at least. And I bring a few HESH rounds and a few APDS rounds. Primarily, the HESH rounds are just in case I find a reason to use them. Basically, against soft-skinned vehicles is the only thing I'm really going to use HESH against. I know that's not what HESH is intended for, but that's kind of the way it works best in the game right now. And APDS, I've got a few left, both because those are the basic rounds, so they don't cost anything, so I always have some just in case I ever run out or run short on my other ammo that costs money. And because it shoots flatter, it's a round that I can fire from long distance if I've got a side shot or a rear quarter shot on somebody. I might use APDS rather than Heat FS. I have used Heat FS before because the damage is better, but I find for long-range shooting I can shoot a little bit better with the APDS rounds because they have a little bit flatter trajectory and a little bit better velocity, so if I can hit somebody in the engine or the side crew compartment, that's a pretty good shot for APDS. But, anyway, I do show some of the lesser side of my personality in this battle in the chat here, and also coming up to this RU-251 who didn't wait for me at the cap. I asked for it a little late for him to wait a sec, but he had time to back out of the cap. Also, when I machine gunned at him, he probably should have realized what it was. But this is where I kind of let him know I was a bit displeased, and I really shouldn't do that. So, yeah, today was my don't be that guy video. Well, don't be me right here either. I mean, sure, you can be angry if somebody doesn't wait for you at a cap, but running into them doesn't really solve anything. At any rate, our RU-251 gets set on fire, and I just happen to see where the shot came from. Turns out it's a Vickers MBT, so I aimed a little bit low with the first shot, but I was able to take out his engine, thankfully. And then he must have had some other damage because he wasn't able to get a shot back at me, and I adjusted my shot just a little bit higher, put one into his crew compartment, and took him out. And then you'll see some hot enemy contact coming in here, an M41 that I'm able to kill in one shot. And then immediately behind him comes a T-54. I'm trying to aim and get a good shot under his turret here. And either he shot me or someone else shot me, I don't know. But I lost my breach, and that was going to be that with the repair time I had here. It wasn't going to happen. And our RU-251, of course, was dead. But at least I did get 2 kills, which did give me enough score to come back in my R2Y2 Kai V1. Now, there's about half of our team at the castle. Which, again, this is where I didn't really show the best side of my personality here with, as far regards War Thunder with the chat there. But, still, look how many guys we have at the castle in between 2 capture points. And look at the state of the capture points right now. The castle here is like the mountains on Sands of Sinai. Everybody just goes to Hogwarts. Look, I know everybody wishes they could go to Hogwarts. But it's not It's not that useful in this map on domination. It's pretty useful on conquest if the cap is there. It's pretty useful on battle for sure. I thought I was going to eat trees there, but thankfully all that got ate was my bomb got ate by the T-54 that killed me. And I marked the other two guys with bomb shrapnel, so I let the team know that there were... I called out two heavies at B. It's actually a heavy and a medium. It was an M46 and a T-34/T-29. But it looked like a heavy when I was blazing past in my R2-Y2. I thought this guy might be alive. He looks pretty dead, but he wasn't on fire. And then when I hit him with the tracers, of course, he's knocked out, so... I hear a prop plane. I look at the sky. I know there aren't any other teammates out. I spot him down low below me, try to pull over onto him, and get just a couple of hits in his wing, I guess, and just barely clear Hagrid's house here at Hogwarts. And somehow I got a kill on the F6, F5. I don't exactly know what I did to him. If he hit a tree, if he maneuvered, if I had just enough wing drag, or what. I certainly didn't hit him very hard. Must have had a self-destruct or something. I was deciding here whether I should turn around just straight for the team or go back and get another bomb. And thought, alright, I'm going to go and get another bomb. And then I realized I spot another airplane back there flying in up high above the battlefield. And it sure looks like a Sky Raider to me, so I'm going to go chase him down. Now you'll notice throughout the battle I get a whole bunch of teamwork score. And that gets me 960 lions every time. There's also another dot coming in behind the Sky Raider. That's a definite Sky Raider profile. I didn't really think I was going to get him here because he was side on to me, but got a very fast kill on him, surprising myself a little bit. And sometimes the Orca here, she gets a little slow and a little sluggish, but she held up pretty well here for this battle. So heading back in to go and land, and you can hear a turboprop coming in from the right, and sure enough, I look over, and there is a Wyvern just over Hogwarts, which is an appropriate place for a Wyvern to be, I think. So I'm going to try and chase him down now and finish him off, because that's three pretty dangerous air-to-ground capable aircraft here. The F6, F5, and a Sky Raider, and a Wyvern, all pretty dangerous, and I've got pretty good guns in the nose of this thing to take him out. He probably would have been fine here if he didn't pull this maneuver and kept running away from me, but he did, and I ripped off the side of his right wing, and then decided, okay, it's time to head back home. I looked for anybody to scout at B to strafe with my cannons. Don't see anybody, go run for home. Taking some hits in the back from what turns out to be an SO-8000. Just a little bit of damage to the right wing, but it's dragging me badly enough that I decide, alright, dogfighting is out of the question. Time to go home and land and repair and get a new bomb and come back with a fixed right wing. So you can see he's real tight on me. I pull a little bit of a roll here, a climbing roll to get up away from him. He sort of pulls into the vertical too. And I'm trying to disengage here because my maneuverability is just not there. As you can see, the plane is just stalling in this climbing knife-edge turn I'm trying to make. So drop the nose and the wing back down, try to build up my speed and just run for the airfield to get back there and land. And the helm's not responding very well here, Captain. She's dragging real hard to the right side. Thought for sure I was going to hit that tree, and then did not think I was going to hit this tree, but sure enough, that's what happened. I thought that tree was well below the wingtip by at least a few feet, but apparently not quite from the angle I was looking. But 3 air kills and a ground kill with the R2-Y2, that's not too bad. It's a pretty expensive repair, so it's good when you can get that kind of a score for it. That probably makes your repair back. So I come back in the Kika now, and this poor SO-8000 is just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But I don't trust my Kika's single 30mm cannon without any upgrades and very poor weapon maintenance. So when I finally do get behind him, my shots are just a little bit low and behind, and then he goes into some crazy rolling maneuvering, and I just kind of eventually let him go and just roll off the SO-8000. I can't quite keep with his maneuvers at low level. There's my teammate about to get another kill on an M19 and get me another almost 1,000 lions for the battle. Simply for being his random squad mate. That's not bad. And there's the SO-8000 taken out by Quellian, so the skies are now clear. And I can concentrate on hopefully dropping my bomb on something, anything. So you can see an FV-4005 is taking people out somewhere, and you heard him shoot there, and he's up near the B point, though I didn't actually see him during the battle. I can see where he is during the replay here as I'm narrating this, but not exactly during the battle, so I'm calling and asking, where's the 4005? They do actually mark where he is, which is that mark right there. He's roughly back from the B point a little bit, so that's where I'm trying to head. Right now, I'm basically trying to get anywhere and just use this precious, gigantic bomb on any sort of moving target I see. I see the guy coming out of their spawn there, but I'm not going to go after him because I'm more concerned with the 4005. I was maneuvering against the sound of an airplane prop there. Turns out it was the friendly Cristiano Pavala there in his 109G. Now he's strafing what I thought was going to be the 4005. It turns out, as you'll see in just a moment as I line up and head in on it, that it's actually an M22. And watch carefully here and see if you can see what this M22 does. So you can see him right there. Now watch what he does here. Yep, he drives up inside the building and doesn't knock it down and goes completely inside the building. So I dropped my bomb right on the edge of the building, an 800 kilogram bomb with high blast power, and it does nothing? Okay. So with the 31 cannon rounds I have left, I'm going to try and strafe where he is for Baggage Warrior down there driving up to the B point. So, kind of trying to mark where the guy is there for Baggage Warrior, telling him that he's in the building, and Baggage Warrior, unfortunately, will drive to the wrong building here, as you'll see. He drives to the other building that's outside of the cap. And Romco down there in the MKBZ M47 is actually driving up to the B point. So I'm trying to strafe and only had 8 rounds left, ran out there, and I just try to tell Baggage Warrior where the guy is. Not that building that you're at, the other one, the one that's inside the cap circle. And I'm out of ammo, out of bombs. I'm going to head back and land at the airfield. Couldn't quite mark the guy, unfortunately, the building anymore, so... You'll notice right there our team has started to cap the B point. The M22 ran away from the Ag Tiger, and the MKBZ-47 killed him, so that'll do it. We'll skip ahead a little bit to my landing just to show you guys things to do when you're bored waiting for your plane to reload and repair. Well, you can play with a working canopy. DJ, spin that plexiglass.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
So we'll pick up again after I'm taking off again and heading back to the battle. You can see there's not a lot of tickets left, and I'm not quite going to make it back to the fight, but I had just a little tiny Silver Lion boost on. I was hoping I could make it to the C point, that would slow down the ticket bleed enough. And I could make it in and drop the bomb, but the tickets ticked off, and that was that. So, 3 ground kills, 3 air kills, and first place. Let's see how we did for money, since the title of this video is Make All the Monies. Well, turns out we did pretty good, even with 67% extra lions. So you'll see here in a second, the lion booster that I had turned on was just a 10%er, which gave me 5,882 extra lions, which was enough to kick me over 100,000, but I still would have had 96,000 lions without that, so pretty good score there. Double the next highest score player, which of course was from all the air kills. And there you have the kill feed, and there's one way to make a lot of lions, that's for sure. So that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's always fun to have a good battle like that, end up in first place and win and make a lot of money. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for stopping by and checking this one out, and have a great day as usual.